Hey beautiful souls, welcome to Inspire Me Higher, where we elevate our mindset, step into our power. Today we're talking about something that holds so many of us back from our true power. That's people pleasing. Yeah. If you've ever felt exhausted trying to make everyone happy, trying to be here, this, that for everybody, this video is for you. And excuse my cat, because my cat likes to jump in sometimes and you want to say hi? Oh, okay. So, people pleasing. How many of you done it? You? Yeah? No? I have. I am guilty. It's a human thing. We all want to be accepted. We all want to be loved. And people pleasing is just one of those things that people use to get their needs met. People pleasing is something that is exhausting. It can create resentment. It can ruin friendships and relationships. One thing it's not, though, is it's not kindness. Being a people pleaser is rooted in fear of some kind, either fear of disappointing someone, fear of not being enough, fear of being rejected. It stems from a place of not wanting to be rejected in any way. And the truth is that, we're all enough just as we are. We don't have to be something we're not just to get people to like us. And if that's the case, then we have to really evaluate the people that we're hanging around, Real love and real respect comes from being authentically yourself. And I think that's the root of it, I think. The cost of pleasing everyone, there's a cost to it. And the cost is basically you saying no to yourself, basically. It's like it's a form of abandoning yourself, because you're not speaking up about the things that you need. You're not speaking up about what you want. You're just going along with what everyone else wants. And in doing that, you're neglecting your time, your dreams, your peace, Think about all the times in your life that you've sacrificed your own happiness just to keep the peace. I know that we don't like to, some people, let me speak. Some people don't like confrontation, and that's normal. I mean, no one likes, I certainly don't like that, but it's necessary at certain times. It definitely is necessary. But be honest, has doing that, sacrificing your own happiness just to keep the peace, did that make you happy? Did that make you fulfilled in any way? Did that make you feel better? Or did it just drain your energy? For me, it definitely, in the moment, it seemed fine because I didn't realize I was doing it. I was just, again, trying to get my needs met. But looking back, it really did drain me. And I was constantly worrying about, what is she going to think? What is he going to think? Oh my goodness, blah, 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 blah. It's like, pause. If I could have a pause button for my thoughts, I would totally get one. Where do you get those? I don't know, but I want one. Yeah, I've definitely been drained in those situations before, and it's not fun looking back. Yeah, those were some of the most anxiety-filled times of my life, and I think once you can stop people-pleasing, I think peace always follows. And here's the truth, though. You are not responsible also for anyone else's response or their emotions. Their happiness is not your burden to carry. Your job is to live your truth and your truth only. If people are only hanging around you for your yeses, and the minute you say no to something, they're gone, then that's when you need to take a step back and reevaluate your friendships or the people that you are around, because that's not right. That's not right. The people who truly love you and respect you will stick around, and they will love you for you, and they will actually respect your boundaries, believe it or not. Okay, so, how do you stop people pleasing? Like, how do you get back on, how do you let go of that and start living in your own power? I think there's three ways that you can do that. The first way you could work towards gaining your power. The first way would be to pause before you say yes. Take a breath. If someone asks for your time or a favor, you have to pause and truly ask, am I saying yes because I really am capable of doing it, helping them with this, and I want to, or am I saying yes because I'm afraid of what they're gonna think? Are you afraid to say no? If you're afraid to say no, then that's when you really need to pause and sit with yourself and check in. And it's okay to say, hey, let me get back to you. And then that gives you time to process and really decide whether or not this decision is something you'll be able to do, and after your needs have been met first. I think that's the key. Once your needs have been met first, then I think you can help someone else, because it's kind of like when you're in an airplane and they have those safety drills and you have to put the safety mask on yourself. I don't know what they call it. It's like the bag with oxygen bag, something. Charades, give me a clue. Yeah. So you have to do that, put it on yourself first before you can help your neighbor. It's like you got to think of it like that. Like, if you're good, then you can help someone else. If I'm good and I've got all my ducks in a row and I've got time, sure, I'll help you, yeah. But I think in my people-pleasing days, I would totally clear my schedule for someone and help them, and neglect my own plans that were already established. And looking back, I'm thinking that's not right. I should not have done that. But I learned my lesson, and now that I'm aware of my habits and what I've done in the past, I can learn from that and move forward, make a different change, a different choice. Anyway, step 2, create boundaries. Again, I kind of talked about boundaries a little bit, but boundaries are important. It saves your peace, it saves your energy, and you have to be really honest with yourself about what you need. And you could say no without any explanation. The people who love you will understand, and that's pretty much that. Boundaries are important. They protect your time and your peace and your energy. My goodness. And I'm new to boundaries. Boundaries isn't something that was really allowed when I was growing up, because as a kid you have to go along with whatever your parents say. And now that I'm an adult, I'm able to I have more freedom to do the things that I want to do. With life experiences comes growth, I think, and wisdom. So, step 3, get comfortable with being uncomfortable. When you work out, it hurts when you get those last few reps in, right? That's because, and your muscles are growing, by lifting weight and increasing your weight over time, it gets more challenging. And just like in life, as we get older, we experience life, things come up, challenges come up, but we have that strength, we have that experience to draw from, this has happened before in the past. I know better this time. You should be able to do that and say, I know better. Let's make a different choice. Sometimes, there's another side thing. Sometimes things come up again and again the same way until you get the lesson. Like for me, with people pleasing and friendships, the same type of people, same type of friends seem to come into my life to get me to teach me a lesson. I didn't get the lesson until about maybe the third friend, and I'm like, oh, that's okay. Thank you for that lesson, Lord. I need to love myself first. Oh, okay. And I think that's something that in my own personal journey, I've had to realize that. It's uncomfortable to make a different choice. We get so comfortable in where we live, where our surroundings, our job, where the people we're hanging around with, to make that change when things aren't going right. We don't see this. We never see change coming, but everything's always changing. Like the seasons change, seasons, it's winter, spring, fall, it repeats. It's like a cycle. It's changing. Change is inevitable. Change is, we were babies and now look, we're adults now. And I changed through different stages of my life. My body changed. And I think change is something that once we accept change, life gets a lot easier because we're not worried. We're not like thinking about dwelling on the future or the past. We're just in the moment because you know what? We accept life and we love life for what it is, and we love ourselves, and we could just be ourselves. And essentially the most powerful thing you can do is love yourself, love your life, and no more shrinking yourself, no more exhausting yourself trying to keep people happy. You got to do what's right for you first, and then from that extension of the love that you have for yourself, you can share that with other people. And that's the sweetest way, I think. Relationships thrive once you could do that. And if everyone loved themselves, I think the world would be a different place. But to do that, you have to really do the inner work. And I don't think that's something that a lot of people are willing to do, because when they do that inner work, they have to confront their past, they have to confront their childhood and the traumas that they had to go through, and that takes courage. My goodness. I can see for myself, like my childhood was filled with lots of limiting beliefs, and as an adult, all of the traumas that I've experienced as a child caught up with me, and I got into some friendships that were not the greatest, but honestly, it was a catalyst for me to really look in the mirror and reflect on myself. And the root of it all, the root of my people pleasing, was the fact that I didn't love myself, honestly. I didn't think I was worthy, and I had very low self-esteem, and despite all the people who've come into my life, friendships that have come and gone, one thing I can say is that I've learned powerful lessons about myself and how to be better and love myself, truly. And I'm thankful for those experiences. I'm thankful for those people, those friendships. And if I had to do it all over again, I don't think I would have changed anything, because I've learned. I think I'm just so thankful for that. And it was an opportunity for me to grow and let go of those limiting beliefs. The people who are meant for you, there will always be for you. And if they're not for you, let them go. Bye-bye. It's okay, because change is inevitable. We outgrow friendships. Even when nothing really wrong has happened between you and that person, it's just we grow, and I'm all for growth. If I'm staying the same, then something's wrong. That's not what I'm about. I'm always about improving myself and being the best version of myself. And I think it starts with self-love, and that'll be another topic that we talk about on another episode. Loving yourself is the most important thing you can do. That's where it starts. So you can do it. You can let go of people pleasing, just like I have. If people are only on your side for your yeses, and the minute you say no, they want nothing to do with you, then you've got your answer of what to do next. What are you going to do? You can't change people. You can't make someone stay. You can't make anyone like you. So you got to make a choice. You've got to move on and focus on you. Love you first. I challenge you to choose you first, because you can't pour from an empty cup. You just can't. If the cup's empty, there's nothing coming out of that cup. And if you're exhausted by, draining your energy, sharing your, pleasing everybody else around you, and you're like drained at the end of the day, your cup's empty, and it's already empty, like you're like in the negatives. You're in the negative. Excuse me, goodness. No one heard that burp, right? Okay. Sorry. Yeah, it's impossible to pour from an empty cup. So, yeah, if this message resonated with you, give it a like, a comment in the comment box. Please subscribe for more episodes like this. I'll be talking about life subjects like this and topics similar to this. Keep rising, keep shining, because the world needs the real you. See you next time on Inspire Me Higher.